Having a hard time deciding between Kajabi and Teachable? This is a decision that holds back a lot of course creators from actually getting their course launched and profitable. I personally struggled with this exact same indecision and actually started on one of these platforms before switching to the other. I'll reveal which one later on in the video, but first, we're doing an in-depth comparison pitting Teachable versus Kajabi to see which of these is the better platform, and more importantly, answering the question, which of these platforms is best for you. Make sure you stick around until the very end because I have a special free bonus that's going to help you get your course launched and profitable ASAP. Let's dive into it. So the biggest elephant in the room is pricing. And a lot of people go look at the pricing on Kajabi and think, holy crap, that is so expensive. Obviously I should go with Teachable. But hold on a second, because it's not that simple. There's actually a reason for that. So Kajabi has 3 premium plans and a new experimental one and a Kickstarter plan that whether or not this is gonna stick around, I don't know, but for now it's available. Their 3 premium plans are the Basic, Growth, and Pro. And these typical plans start from $119 a month if billed annually, or $150 if billed monthly. Now the Kickstarter plan is a new plan that gives you a chance to experiment and get your course off the ground before you commit to paying for one of the premium plans. So it is more limited than the others, so you only get 250 contacts, 50 active customers, and 1 product. But if it's what you need to get started, they do offer that now to let you try things out. But for the rest of this section, I'm going to talk about the 3 main plans, Basic, Growth, and Pro. Just know that the Kickstarter one has some different limitations. So for any of the top 3 plans, you're going to have 0% transaction fees. This is important because that means Kajabi isn't taking any extra off of what you earn. On top of that, you get unlimited landing pages and unlimited marketing emails, which is great because typically you pay for your marketing emails separately and there's limits on that. Now, if you do decide to give Kajabi a try, don't use the link on the Kajabi website. It's only a 14-day free trial. Use the link in the description below and you'll get the extended 30-day free trial plus an extra bonus from me that's going to really help you get started. But more on that later. Teachable has 4 premium plans as well as a free one. So there's the free, then there's Basic, Pro, Pro Plus, and the business one for enterprise level. The free plan is a limited feature plan that lets you basically get a feel for the program, see if you like it, but it's not really meant as a long-term solution to build and sell a course because it does have a few limitations. So first and foremost, it costs you $1 plus 10% transaction fee that Teachable takes for any sale that you make. You can only create 1 product of each type and you're limited to 10 videos and 10 students. So you basically want to use this as a free trial that just doesn't have an end to it, just to get a feel for things. But if you are serious and you are picking Teachable, you want to start with one of the paid plans. So that starts out at $39 a month with the basic plan if you're paying annually, but if you are paying monthly, that starts at $59 a month. Now the basic plan as well as the free plan has a transaction fee. So for the basic plan, that is 5%. So Teachable takes that as a cut. So you'll need to weigh the pros and cons of choosing a lower priced plan and see if that's worth it for you when it comes to how many sales you're making and how much money you're actually paying for that privilege. However, once we get into the top tiers, the pro and above, Teachable does allow you to have more students and more courses than you get for similar tiers in Kajabi. There is a bit of a price difference between these two, but remember, Kajabi markets itself as an all-in-one platform that covers your hosting of your courses, your website, your marketing, your emails, and all of that, whereas Teachable is largely directed towards hosting your courses and a little bit of extra stuff to support that, but not your whole business. And I personally switched from Teachable to Kajabi to help streamline my business and my costs. So when I was using Teachable to host my courses, I was also paying for ConvertKit, lead pages, and several WordPress plugins to help run my website. Now I do everything inside Kajabi and I actually pay less doing that than I did when I had all of these things that I had to Frankenstein together. For you, whether this is more expensive or actually cheaper might depend, but I really like how simple it is to run my business now. I don't have to think about anything. Everything is all in one place, ready to go, and it all just works. Let's compare the course creation process between Teachable and Kajabi because course creation is the biggest component of both of these platforms. So starting with Kajabi comes with a course generator to get your course up and running. So you're just going to fill this out with your title, a description, a thumbnail, and everything, and it's going to automatically create an outline outline from all of that. You can also use the AI generator feature, and Kajabi will give you a basic structure and ideas for lessons and modules based on the topic and description of your course. This is a useful way to get started. It's not going to do everything for you, but it is a good starting place and it helps speed things up. You can choose to offer free or paid courses within Kajabi and set up one-time payment, subscriptions, or multi-pay for payment plans. So after you fill all that out, Kajabi is going to go and generate the course outline for you, and then you can start editing and uploading your content into it. So the Kajabi course structure consists of both modules and lessons. So you can see here in the back end is that I have these upper level files are the modules and underneath are the lessons. So if I want to add a new module, I can go and add that from here. I can add lessons, submodules, modules, or quizzes, or I can bulk upload multiple videos at once if I don't want to do that individually. If I want to add a new lesson to a module, I can just go up here to add content and add them that way as well. You can also rearrange anything by dragging and dropping. So if I want this module to go first, or I want this lesson to go into this module, I can add that in really quick and easy. Another useful feature is that you can set up modules to be dripped out on a schedule or locked based on your students fulfilling certain conditions. So if I want to drip out this module to say 7 days after somebody signs up, I can set that to 7, and that module is only going to unlock for somebody after they've been in the course for 7 days. I can also lock content based on some different things. So maybe I want this to be locked by the completion of a lesson or a quiz. I could include a quiz in the previous module and require that a student passes that quiz before they unlock the content of this module. So if I click on a lesson, I can go into the lesson editor, and you can see from here we have a title, a section, and we can choose what kind of media. So I can add in text and images down here in this text box. I can add downloads by uploading files. So maybe I have a PDF or a cheat sheet that I want to include with my lesson that can go in there. But up here at the top, I can choose to have no extra media. I can choose to add a video, audio, or an assessment or quiz. So if I were to preview this lesson, this is how that would look. So we have the video that's going to show up here. I didn't upload one, so you can't see it. And then our text and downloads and stuff below. You can also enable live rooms and communities inside your course. So if I turn this on, now there's going to be a section inside my course for my students to see where I can go live and do live coaching inside the course. So if I preview the course, this is what it would look like for my students. Now I don't have any videos uploaded, so we just have this filler image, but that would be a thumbnail for any videos you upload. So you can see now that I've enabled the live room, I have this section here where students can go and join the live call when I go live. This is really, really nice because you don't have to fiddle around with Zoom and sending Zoom links anymore. Everything can exist right inside your course, which is a huge time and headache saver. All right, so here's the back end of Teachable, and inside Teachable courses are divided into sections and lectures. So here we have sections, and then we have 3 lessons or lectures underneath. If I want to add in a new lesson, I can just go down here to add a new lesson. And if I want to add a new section, I scroll down to the bottom and add a new section, give it a name, save it, and upload my content. Inside the editor for a specific lesson, you can upload all sorts of media, such as video, audio, images, text, and quizzes. And the nice thing about Teachable is you can add multiple types of media to a single lesson. Now, whereas with Kajabi, you're limited to either a video with text and images underneath, or audio, or a quiz, but you can't put them all together in one lesson. With Teachable, I can add a video, I can add text, I can add a quiz, I can add a download all in one place for that specific lesson, which is nice. It does give you a bit of extra control compared to Kajabi. So in this lesson, I already have a video uploaded, but if I wanted to add a different kind of content, I go here to add content. I can add text and image, video, a PDF, an audio file, an image, a quiz, a Zoom link, lots of flexibility here. And similar to what we could do with Kajabi, we can also set up modules to drip out on a certain time schedule or lock content based on whether a student has completed a quiz. Now, courses are the main selling point of both these platforms, but you can also use them to create other kinds of digital products. Now, with Teachable, we have courses, we have coaching, digital downloads, and communities, and you can build out any of those types of products right inside. With Kajabi, we have courses, coaching, community, and podcasts. They are both pretty evenly matched when it comes to this. The only difference being that Kajabi does not natively offer you a platform to set up and sell your digital products, though you can technically set this up using Ghost offers and connecting that to a download file. And though they both offer coaching, Teachables is one-on-one coaching, whereas with Kajabi, you can set up either one-on-one coaching program or a group coaching program. So just something to keep in mind if you plan on offering any of those products as well. The next thing we're going to look at is customization and design, because branding is important. You want your products to look good so that people buy them. So for design, Teachable offers 3 basic course templates. You have the Simple, Colossal, and Teachable Classic, and they're all right. They're effective. They offer a good experience for your students. So this is what the Teachable Classic looks like. So very easy to navigate, very easy structure to follow for your students, but you don't have a lot of control over the look and feel and structure of your courses. So design-wise, Teachable is basically what you see is what you get. The things that I can customize and change here are the thumbnail for my specific courses, and I can change the brand colors, but the brand colors are applicable site-wide for my whole school and not changeable for each course. So I can set up my site theme, the fonts that I use, the color palettes I use, and the branding for the links and stuff, but that is going to apply across all the courses within my Teachable school. All right, so I've gone and changed the coloring, and now we have the orange and blue instead of the green and purple. But that's the extent of the customization I can do inside Teachable. Kajabi is a completely different story, and they give you a lot of freedom to customize the look and feel of your courses, your site, everything. For any of the courses you create, you have a choice between these 7 templates here. So you have a bit more of a selection for how you want your courses to look and feel and how you organize your information. So here's the back end of one of my courses, and this is the place that I can come and customize all the different things. So I can choose if I want to hide or show this header. I can change what is shown up here, what the text says, whether I want an image or a video as the background, change the overlay color, add different content up here. I could add a start button. I can change how the content looks, and I can edit the sidebar over here. Right now it just has an instructor bio. I can change my headshot or even add different content over here. So right now the sidebar has the course progress and an instructor bio. I can add different content here, add an upsell for a different course of mine, or add a custom block. But it gives you a lot of freedom to change how this looks. Now this is for the main dashboard of the course. I can also go into the individual lessons and customize how that looks as well. So right now the video is set up to have this kind of video on the left and playlist on the right. I can change that if I just want it to be simple and just have the video. I can do that. I can change the color of the player and edit the different sections within the lesson pages as well. The nice thing about Kajabi is I can customize my colors, my branding for each course. This is not set across my entire school or website. I can have this course branded with my yellows and greens, and another course that's maybe purple and blue and with different fonts, images, and everything. So it just really gives you a lot of freedom to make each product unique and branded specifically for itself. After you've created your course, you need to sell it. So let's talk about marketing capabilities for Teachable and Kajabi. So starting with Teachable. Teachable's marketing capabilities and tools are, shall we say, very basic. What you get is a basic homepage for your school that includes links to any of the courses you have that looks something like this. Then you get some basic pages for things like privacy policies, terms of use, and all the typical simple stuff you need for your school and your business. These are simple pages, not a lot of design capability there. Where you do get to do more design is with your sales pages for each of your courses. With each course, you get a couple of different pages. You get a sales page, a checkout page, and a thank you page. So this is what a sales page looks like for one of my old courses from a few years ago. So it doesn't look bad. It's got you can add in images, text, different color backgrounds, videos, the curriculum, and buttons to purchase the course. But hopping into the editor for that, you do have a basic page editor to craft your sales page. So we have this banner. I can change the image, the text, the button, text and image, little feature grids here, a curriculum that's auto-generated for your course and the content in it, pricing, and typical blocks that you would see on a sales page. The thing is for this is I found it was not very easy to customize things to get it to look a certain way, which I struggled with a lot when I used Teachable. And it was one of the main reasons why I moved away from Teachable, apart from the cost structure and wanting to simplify my business, is that I ended up paying for other services. I was using Lead Pages at the time to build out my sales pages and landing pages because this editor just was not doing it for me. So what often works best is to host your courses with Teachable, but then use your own website to create things like sales pages and landing pages, and just do that in WordPress or Squarespace or whatever you have for the rest of your business. But from Teachable, that is basically the extent of what you have for marketing tools. You're going to be relying on other tools to do most of your marketing. Hopping back over to Kajabi, Kajabi is an all-in-one marketing platform, so it not only hosts your courses, but you can build your website, do your email marketing, host live events and webinars, set up funnels. It does a lot. So first, let's look at the website stuff. I have built my entire website on Kajabi. This is what it looks like right now. I think it looks pretty good, if I do say so myself. I've had a lot of freedom to design things the way that I want. And if you are not a web designer, that doesn't matter, because Kajabi has lots of different templates for you to choose from that's going to get you off on the right foot with a website that looks really good. Kajabi has a bunch of different templates that'll help me get started for whatever kind of page I might want to make. So they have templates here for sales pages, podcast pages, link in bio pages, thank yous, opt-ins for things like freebies and lead magnets. Those are all free within Kajabi, but there's also a marketplace where you can go and find a specific landing page design that you like for your website or anything, and buy those and upload that right into Kajabi and get going if you want a more unique look. It just makes it really easy to have a beautiful website. Kajabi can also handle all of your email marketing. So whether you're sending broadcasts or you're setting up sequences and sales funnels, you can do that in Kajabi. I was actually using ConvertKit for the longest time and recently switched over, and I just recreated all of my sequences inside Kajabi, and everything runs here perfectly, just as well as it did with ConvertKit, except now I'm not paying $200 extra a month for ConvertKit. And just like if you're familiar with any email marketing software, Kajabi has similar tools to that. So I can set an email broadcast or set up a sequence. It'll walk me through the process of setting it up, scheduling things and all that. And it's simple and efficient, and you don't have to pay extra for another software. You can build your entire marketing funnel within Kajabi. So not just emails, not just your website, but you can set up funnels as well. So I have a webinar funnel set up here. It's a very simple one. You can add in more than this, but it consists of a webinar sign up page. So we can look at that here. This is for an evergreen webinar. So we have the sign up page, which then connects to an event, which signs them up for a webinar. So when somebody signs up from that page, they get added to this email sequence, which sends them reminder emails to show up for the training and is a sales funnel for one of my courses. Then we have the actual webinar event that recurs every day, multiple times a day. And then we have the actual page where somebody can come and see the training. Here's the video they get to watch once it starts. And then we have a sales page at the end that they get directed to once they've watched the video. So all of this lives inside this funnel. It's a great way to organize this in a visual manner, just so I can see all of the steps in one place, and I can just build any funnel I want right inside Kajabi that's going to help me sell my courses to my audience. And the last thing I want to touch on real quick here is payment processing, because the whole purpose of a course-based business is to make money, and you want to be able to accept payments easily without extra fees, without extra headache. Payments within Kajabi are really simple and straightforward. You have two options. First, typically you would connect to an existing Stripe and or PayPal account and you accept through that. Kajabi doesn't charge any additional processing fees, so all you have to deal with are the typical Stripe credit card fees, which I think is normally something like 2.9%. You typically have to handle sales tax on your own. Kajabi does not handle that for you using this method, but that brings me to the second option, which is a new feature called Kajabi Payments, which is available to Kajabi users in the US, Canada, Australia, and I believe the UK is in beta. And if you use Kajabi Payments instead of the typical way by connecting Stripe, then Kajabi can automatically calculate and collect sales tax on any of the sales that come through your Kajabi business. This also gives you the option to offer extra payment methods like Apple Pay, Google Pay, and Afterpay, which gives your potential students extra ways that they can pay. With Teachable, payments are a lot more complicated to set up and they often come with extra fees. Now, once you get this set up and working, it works. It's not that it doesn't work, but it can be a headache to set up. You can read the documentation on it, but typically you sign up for Teachable Pay, which comes with some extra fees, which can range from 0 to 10% depending on which plan you're on. There's an extra back office feature that you can enable, which gives you some extra tools to use in the back end, but then also comes with an extra fee of 2 to 2.8% depending on your sales. And then the additional credit card processing fees, which typically ranges from 2.9 to 4.99% depending on where your students are located. So of course, if you're considering Teachable, take a look at that and see what it's going to actually end up costing you. But in my opinion, needlessly complicated. Teachable does handle sales tax for you, but honestly, with all the fees and the extra headache and confusion, I just would rather avoid that altogether and personally. So that is the breakdown of all the most important features. So which one should you choose? And don't get me wrong, these are both really great platforms. They are both going to do the job no matter which one you go with. Teachable is a good platform. I personally used them for several years and it did a good job at what I needed it for at the time. And I think Teachable is the right decision for a couple different scenarios. First is you want to host just your courses on that platform and you maybe have your website and marketing stuff all set up already somewhere else and you don't want to change that. The second reason might be if you have the kind of business that you're offering, hundreds of courses, then Teachable is probably the better option because you can host unlimited number of courses with them, whereas Kajabi, you're going to have to upgrade when you hit certain numbers of courses. And if pricing is a big issue for you, of course, Teachable does start out cheaper, but you do get less for it, and you're likely going to have to pay just as much, if not more, in all of the other marketing tools you're going to need to help support that business. So things like email marketing, landing pages, webinars, and all of these things that also take extra money and time to coordinate and get them all working together nicely. But for the vast majority of course creators, I 100% recommend you go with Kajabi. In my opinion, Kajabi is the superior choice if you are serious about building a professional course-based business with a platform that can grow along with you. It's not only powerful, but it is simple to use as well, and it really saves a lot of time and effort and money because you have all the tools in one place. So if you also want to simplify your business and have your courses, your website, your email marketing, your webinars, all of that in one place, Kajabi is a no-brainer. If you do end up picking Kajabi, I have a special bonus offer for you. It is completely free if you sign up using the link in the description below. So don't sign up for the trial on Kajabi's website. It's only 14 days. Use the link in the description below and you'll get the extended 30-day free trial as well as access to my Course Boss Academy course as a free bonus. Now, this course is going to walk you through setting everything up in Kajabi as well as getting all of your marketing and stuff ready for your first pre-launch and pre-sale so you can sell that course and start earning from your courses. Once you've gone and signed up for the Kajabi trial, of course, the next step is to get your course up and running. Watch this video next where I walk you through the process of getting your course set up inside Kajabi step by step. It's really easy, really straightforward. I promise you're going to get a lot out of it. So I'll see you on over there.